The zombies are coming. Brains.
Yeah, welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies, the Halloween series that never will properly die. That's maybe a lie. Alright, so I'm sitting here in the achievements menu because there's a couple things here that I wanted to make sure of while I'm doing this series that I try to do at least. And a couple things. First of all, this Disco is Undead achievement is new to me. So that's something I'm going to have to do soon. Another thing that I was not aware of is that it was 8,000 sun for the Sunny Days achievement. There's a couple other really good achievements. I don't remember when you get coffee beans. So I may have to go back in the New Game Plus and do that. Beat all 20 minigames. Survive 20 waves of pure zombie ferocity in survival mode. Grow the Tree of Wisdom to 100 feet. Already enabled mustache mode. Blew up a zombie using potato mine. There's Explodinator for the cherry bombs. Morticulturist, which requires you to buy all the plants from Crazy Dave and win them all in the levels. Not hard. Don't pee in the pool. Don't use pea shooters in a daytime pool level, which is going to be hard to do, but I'm going to give it a shot. Bowl over 5 zombies with a single walnut. Use no catapult plants during a roof level. Yet discover the Yeti zombie, which requires playing New Game Plus. 30 coins in a row without missing a single one. Defeat two Gargantuars with corncob missiles in a single level. We're going to be able to try for the No Fungus Among Us this episode. So we'll give that a shot. And hopefully they'll work. The other two achievements that you won't see from the bottom are Complete Adventure Mode and get the Golden Sunflower Trophy. And to get that, you have to complete all of these. You have to beat all the minigames, beat all the puzzle levels, and beat all the survival levels. But, little Easter egg that I feel I should show off. There's Lex Bookworm, and a zombie-headed worm. Bejeweled Jewels. I have not played Chuzzle, so I don't actually know what that is. That's from Peggle. I don't quite remember that character's name off the top of my head. That'll go on screen right now. And there's a pipe. There's the Zuma balls. And zombies in China. There you go. Alright, I figured I should just show that off before I start the night levels. The night levels are interesting levels. We'll get into that in a second. I just want to point out for the record, the name of the piece of music that plays during the night levels generally is referred to as... Oh, hi Crazy Dave. It's referred to as moon grains. And I want to go ahead and say that so I don't mess up the opening of the piece because it's pretty awesome. Evening, Quillen. Zombies just won't give up, will they? You'll notice that finding zombies at night is different than in the day. For one, you don't get any sun falling from the sky. You still get some from sunflowers, though. And lucky for you, you got yourself some Puff-Shrooms. I forgot he does that. Plant as many of those as you can, you'll be good. Alright. I am going to choose these guys, these guys, these guys, these guys. Because we don't have any heavy-hitting zombies. I'm going to leave the Puff-Shrooms alone right now. These guys. And these guys. That's the point. Alright, you do not get any sun drops during this. Have fun. The idea is that you have Puff-Shrooms taking out the zombies during the level. I don't know why I have to stop every time I say that. But you don't need it. Not particularly. Especially if you can start getting your sunflowers out nice and early. So, as soon as we get that extra sun, we can actually get underway with the level. I'm going to trick out the lawnmowers again in a sec. There we go. I don't know why, I just like that. Oh, there's one of the newspaper zombies. Those are fun. Alright, now remember that they said it'd be extremely difficult to do this without the Puff-Shrooms? Look at this. We're doing fine. We're halfway through this level. We're doing okay. We're fine. Fine. There's no reason to be worried right now. Okay, maybe there's a reason to be concerned. We have tripped the lawnmower. That is your second line of defense, basically. Alright. Okay. Mistakes have been made, but that's fine. Bang! Take that. There we go. I'm not the least bit sorry. I did what I set out to do, and that's a-okay by me. I'm a terrible human being. To be fair, they're not good at being people either. Alright, you get, I believe, 10 coins for every... Yes, I got it! Just what I wanted. Alright! Now I can move on and make this a little easier. If you collect 750 sun, I'll give you something really neato. Yeah, what is it? You get jewels that are worth 100, you get the big coins that are worth 50, and you get the small coins that are worth 10. I think that's how that works. Sorry, I forgot the Let's Rock button was down there. Okay, now if you noticed earlier... Yeah, that's not gonna work. The zombies popped out of the graves at the end of the level. And that's definitely no good. I can't say more on the topic than that. Because honestly, there's not much to say. But, just know that the zombies are going to be popping out of graves on the final waves. And it's going to be very hard to handle that. They make up for it, at least earlier in... by just giving you, you know, a way to handle them. Like, they're not ever going to be that big of a deal, because there aren't that many graves on the field. But later, it becomes a problem. Now, these sun shrooms, they start off producing terribly low amounts of sun. That's when they basically they eventually grow over time, and you get a lot more sun from them when that happens. You start off with 15. I believe it's the same in the second one. Yeah, they start off with 15 in the second one. They go to regular suns, and then then they go to large suns. In this game, I think they're 50, and they're 75 in the second game. And there are a lot of changes between the first and the second game, not just that. The one I really don't like is the fact that the Puff-Shrooms have a timer, basically. They will eventually go away after a while, and it makes sense. I just don't like that. Boom. So all the sun shrooms gonna be growing. Let's see. I guess since I started talking about the second game, I may as well go into a little more detail on, you know, a lot of the changes in the game. First of all, there's more everything. There's more levels per world. There's more worlds in the game. it really is a big game, and they have put a lot of effort into it. And it's implied that they're not actually done with it yet. So that's going to be interesting when they finally get around to finishing that bad boy off. Hopefully they'll release it for more than just, you know, mobile devices, because that's one of the downsides of the game. Like, it's free on mobile devices, but at the same time, it's not on anything else, and that means you have a lot of microtransactions. Because there are a lot of premium plants and just general boosts that you have to pay for in the game. It's not that good. Personal, you know, it's personal, what's the word I'm looking for? Personal grievance? Yeah, that'd be right. It's just a gripe I have with the game. And I'm sure they'll fix it. It's not really worth worrying about. Okay, it is only on the final wave. That's another change from the first game, if you couldn't tell. The final waves in the first game, or the final waves in this game, are the only times the zombies pop up out of the graves. In 2, it's every big wave. If flag zombies come out, boom, the dead rise from the graves. So it's good to get rid of those if you can, because that actually is an option. Also, you notice that the newspaper zombies have basically got the newspaper shield. Not really worth worrying about, because let's be honest, they're not that threatening. That's another change in the second game. They come back in the modern world level, and they're a real pain to fight. They really are. But yeah, there's more everything in the second game. More levels, more enemies, more plants. And I've mentioned before that you have changes like regular sun is 50 in the new game. But I believe you get the waves starting sooner. So there's that. And I have no place to put anything to get rid of you unless I just do that. Not that it's too worth worrying about. And if you notice, this is actually working out very well. It's kind of ridiculously easy. The one problem, the Puff-Shrooms have a very short range. And again, in the second game, it's actually shorter. I believe they only get 2 squares in front of them instead of the 3 that they get in this game. So, they really nerfed Puff-Shrooms. Snow peas are premium plants. I've already gone over sun shrooms. Ah, good thing I waited. Get out of here. Let's see, the 4 plants to get in the opening are the pea shooter, the sunflower, the walnut, and the potato mine. And then you get cabbage pulled after the first main level of the game. Or is it first 2? I don't quite remember, actually. And you get a lot more upgrades, too. Like, you get a mower launch, which allows you to just tap onto a mower, hold, and it just launches. Which is really good if you're wanting to just protect another row from the massive hordes. If you're wondering about when I'll be able to get that Penny Pincher achievement, it'll probably be in Walnut Bowling, when that's a minigame later. because you don't usually get that many. You don't usually get that many of these coins popping up. And now we get a Fumes Room, which is actually good for bypassing the newspapers of those stinking newspaper zombies. I hate them so much. But you don't fight the newspaper zombies with the Fumes Room. You actually use it on these screen door zombies, which makes a lot of sense too, because they have a screen door shield to protect from basically anything you want to throw at them. Let's do that. Actually, instead of that, let's rock. This is going to be the first level I do in a long time where I don't use potato mines. It won't happen often, trust me. Now there are 3 nearly identical mushrooms in this game. There's the Puff-Shroom and the Puff-Shroom. And both of those actually appear in the second game as well in the night-based world in that game. And thankfully there's only one. In this game there are 2. Ooh, it gets annoying. I don't like the night levels too much in this game. Granted, there are worse things. I don't know. I just never actually enjoyed them. And the reason I have such a personal distaste for these night levels is not that it's difficult, it's just that it feels slower. And I think that's just my perception being a little wonky, because, let's face it, it is. But, you know, I was saying before that there are 3 identical types of mushroom. There's one more that I've not gotten to yet. I don't know if we get to that in a little bit, or if that's after this level. I think that's after this level. Like, yeah, because you get the... Okay, yeah, I think I'm right. There we go. We're getting lots of sun now. Oh, here we go. Screen door zombie. That screen door will take every single hit for it until it's destroyed. The Fumes Room will just pass right through it. Don't even care. What about your screen door, boy? I hit that. Now, something that you're going to want to do is slowly but surely phase out your Puff-Shrooms for Fume-Shrooms. Let's face it, you're going to be using them more. Puff-Shrooms are just good to start off on if you don't have, like, if you are doing a night level and don't have a lot of sun as a result. But because Fume-Shrooms will make a cloud which actually hits multiple zombies, not just one, it's definitely worth your while to just slowly integrate the Fume-Shrooms onto the field. Leave a row just for them and then start to swap off Puff-Shrooms for the Fume-Shrooms, because they have a slightly longer range. And they do about the same or maybe a little more damage. And we are not going to finish this during the level, but that's fine. Maybe we will. Bang! Ah! That's the plant we get next. Perfect! I think we accidentally did say that you can destroy the graves. Oh wow, I completely zeroed out on sun. Okay, that's cool. So if you plant this on a grave, it removes it. You definitely want the Grave Buster. And supposedly by this point in the game, you'll actually have obtained enough coins to get the upgrade. Let's go with a low sun cost setup because that's actually the best way to play your night levels. Now, these two are both 75 apiece. Worth it because of what they do. And now that we can destroy graves, we've got more to deal with. I mean, that's how I develop my game. I don't know about you. I'd like to make sure that they can get rid of a hazard before just chucking a bunch of it at them. Then again, I'm not the kind of person who would make cat Marios, so what do I know? I think Puff-Shroom's damage is equal to that of the pea shooter. I could be wrong on that. Now, Gravebuster takes a little while to eat up a grave, but it always drops a coin when it does. So, again, really good plant to have. Definitely worth it for these night levels. The later night levels, you actually don't have to worry about the graves existing. So, that's a plus. Alright, when are you guys gonna grow? I guess it does just go up to the 25 in this game. Which means there are 3 faces in the new one, but not in the old. Which is fine. Haha! Another use for the Puff-Shrooms. Costless disposal of those stupid javelins. Alright, now we can start putting in the Fumes Rooms. I did want to wait a little bit to start putting them on. So let's face it, we've got a couple waves to go. Now, I've considered a couple times just using Puff-Shrooms for a night level. There should be an achievement for that, but it's not one. And it probably shouldn't be because of how easy they are. But I don't know, that's just something I kind of want. I might do it later. But for now, not going to worry about it. Also, he will completely jump over any grave busters. I think I actually call them grave diggers by accident on a normal basis. Oops. Mine. So yeah, this has been fairly easy so far. It won't stay that way. That was easy. I think the reason most people don't use the potato mines, honestly, that they take a little pre-planning to be useful. You know, you're planning to have them in your setup if you're really wanting to use them. Sure. We're not gonna have any problems with enemies in this. From here on out, we're good. Okay, let's get the last of this done. I don't mind 2 and 2, that's perfectly fine by me. Also, I realize my mic's down there. I probably shouldn't put my hand between my mouth and my mic. Might be a bad idea. Yeah, just in case. I have a feeling it's going to be needed. There we go. There's something I'm missing. I'll think about it. But I don't remember what it is. I hate that feeling where I know I've forgotten something I'm supposed to say or do and I can't think for the life of me of what it is. It happens all the freaking time. Yeah, the day this goes up is going to be the day we go take on the... I do a live stream. Hopefully we take on the dragon soon, but probably not going to happen. I believe later on between waves, you actually have, like when you get to a middle wave, you start having graves pop up in the middle of your setup. Usually farther to the back, but if you go through New Game Plus and you've got like spike weeds out everywhere, that starts to become a problem. They fixed that in the second game with the fact that graves aren't able to be placed where plants already exist and vice versa. Ooh, the Almanac! There we are. Suburban Almanac keeps track of all plants and zombies you encounter. Let's view the plants. Now, a lot of these have some really funny statements on them. I don't think I like any of these right now. There we go. I want to explode, says Cherry One. No, let's detonate instead, says his brother. After intense consultation, they agreed to explodinate. I love this game. It's so funny. Newspaper Zombie was this close to finishing his Sudoku puzzle. No wonder he's freaking out. At some point, I plan on going over all of these almanac, all these things in the almanac. But that day is not today. You ever play a game called Wacko Zombie? It's just like hunting squirrels. You know those furry little rodents that dig holes in your lawn? You mean like moles? Yeah, just like that, but instead of squirrels, it's zombies. Instead of a shovel, it's a hammer. Or a mallet. And instead of me, it's you! Because apparently you don't deal with the zombies at all. Now, certain ones will actually drop sun, and you can use that for backup plans. Taking out these graves or the like. Because more graves are popping up! Yay! And they get faster and faster. Lots of fun. It's kind of funny. Like, you don't envision yourself going around, like, running around between all these graves and hitting zombies with a mallet. You're supposed to be hiding behind your house. So how are you hitting these guys? Oh, that's right. They show up too. Dang it, I just took that one down. Whee! Craziness! And now we've got another plant, the Hypno-Shroom. Oh, I got the Penny Pincher achievement! Yeah! Nice! I like that. Hypno-Shroom makes a zombie fight for you. We will use that next time because we've finished 5 levels. Pay attention for the question. Subscribe so you can find out when these episodes are coming up. And I shall see you all some other time. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.